Help us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E. Mr. and Mrs. E.
Launch sequence activated. Prepare for light speed.
Keeping the missing relevant with Mr. E, Mrs. E. Let's not forget the sweet and E, and of course the best grand E, unraveling these mysteries. Stay a while and share your thoughts. Help us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E.
Auntie, is that you? Yes. Bring in the crime dogs. It's time.
Unraveling these mysteries. Stay a while and share your thoughts. Help us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E. Unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E.
Unmute you. Unmute. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mr. E Crimecast. I am Mr. E. I am joined tonight by Mrs. E and our guest, Auntie. Hi, are those new glasses, Auntie?
Yes, I got a new pair.
Like, this is the first time I've seen them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they look good. They look
Yeah,
good.
they're blue on top.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like the clear on the bottom.
Very good. Well, how's your day been?
Good. I had to get blood work for the doctor's office, but that's it.
All okay?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just got it pulled today, so I won't know till I go to the doctor at the end of the week.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. I saw, see if there was a comment back here. Dreaming of Blue Sky says, guys, today was the Monday-est Monday ever. LOL. I took a nap after work. LOL. Well, welcome to my world. Don't knock the nap. The afternoon nap is a great thing.
I didn't tell you what Granny said to me earlier on the phone.
What's that?
She said that I put too much concealer under my eyes.
Oh, yeah?
I had to make it look a little better.
It does look better, actually.
Does Granny approve?
I don't know. She's not in here with me.
Well, maybe she'll write in chat and let me know.
And Shauna said she needs a new pair of glasses. Well, mine are readers. They're not prescription, but you would not believe how cheap they were. I got them on TikTok Shop.
Okay.
Of course you did.
I think they were like 3 or 4 pairs for like $9.
You guys buy a lot of stuff on the TikTok Shop.
We do. We get some good stuff
That's right.
though.
They sent my ice maker for Christmas last year from the TikTok Shop.
Yeah. They would have good stuff on there. I like it because they demo it and you can watch them using it and see how it works and all that stuff and see people's ratings. And I don't know, it's just kind of fun. TikTok Shop.
Oh, yeah. Back on track with Kat says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. E and Aunt E. I'm so glad to catching you live and actually got a notification. Well, awesome. We're happy you're here.
Yeah, I saw in the comments from the last live that you missed us, but we're glad you caught us this time. I know we're hard to predict because you just never know when we're going to go live. This one we're doing tonight, we're pretty excited to talk about. It's just so crazy. The further we got into this, the wilder the story got.
Alicia had a funny comment real quick.
Alicia Hot Wheels says, I don't know why when I was a kid I would fight naps because I beg for them now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I can't sit down for more than 5 minutes.
No, you fall asleep just the second you relax. You're like out.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
You don't stay asleep long. But
I got the approval.
Okay, good.
Granny
That's
says,
good,
yes.
Granny.
Well, she was giving me a hard time.
Yeah, Shauna Butterfly Kisses says she hadn't seen this story before. I had not seen it until just
Hold
this
on.
week.
And Nina got her shirt. I hope you love it, Nina. That's awesome.
And then
Good.
Pam had asked for some prayers. She said, please pray for me as my blood work last week alarms my physician. I am a post-chemo patient and my liver enzymes are very high.
Yeah.
And Pam, I would suggest, just from my husband having high liver enzymes, milk thistle is great for liver enzymes. And there's also this stuff called Dose that's a combination of several different all natural things that help with liver enzymes. So it's called Dose, DOSE, or start taking about 1,000 milligrams of milk thistle every day.
Middle East doing milk thistle for that reason, to help that issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably because of some of his medications can cause that, right?
He's taking that as a preventative to try to prevent that from happening. So, so that's supposed to be one of those things that helps with that.
Yes, it does. So, and dandelion root is another one that helps with that, but milk thistle specifically.
If everybody could take a moment and put prayer hands in chat for Pam, that would be great. And take a moment to say a little prayer for Pam and that her blood work comes back to normal.
Yeah, certainly.
Yes.
And
Dreaming said she also has not heard this story.
This story is insane, y'all. It's insane.
Yeah.
And that at first we were like, and then we started reading into it and it's crazy.
I kind of couldn't believe it's not a better known story.
Well, I mean,
I had never heard it.
Big a deal as the Teppy one. I mean, it sounds as crazy and like
crazier.
I think it's crazier.
I think it's crazier, but I'm surprised we didn't hear anything like that.
Yeah, it's definitely more diabolical. And anyway, so this
time out. Pam says, great, will do. I've been taking HepaGuard but it's over
Okay.
$200 a month. Well,
Hmm.
I would take the milk thistle.
I would look into dose. You can just look it up online. It's called dose, and it's a liquid that they ship to you. And my husband gets it in little bottles, and he does. It's like a little. You get a little metal shot glass,
and it helps.
And that
Yes.
got him back under control.
Well, it's made his numbers better. Yes.
Well,
Good.
great.
Good.
Well, hello, HM Hands. Nice to see you as well. And Witchy Mama's here. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not going to interrupt you anymore. Y'all just hold on to your seats because this one's wild.
That's okay. So I'm
Oh, hey, Cheryl.
going to start with Christine. This is Christine Banfield pictured here. And she and then I'm going to show the husband here next. Oh. So I'll do this. So this is Christine and Brendan Banfield. They are a married couple. They were living in the Fairfax, Virginia area. She's a nurse practitioner at a pediatric nurse, and he's a IRS agent. And specifically, he's a criminal investigator for the IRS. They have one daughter. They're together. Of course, her picture hopefully will be blurred in everything we show tonight. And really just had a pretty quiet, great life, it appeared. Couple of dogs, beautiful home. They lived in a great neighborhood. I think their home was valued around $1 million or so. And, both being career people, sometime around 2021, they decided that they needed an au pair to move in with them and help them with their daughter. Yes.
I was wondering if there's a difference between au pair and a nanny.
There
I think
is
they're kind of the same, but doesn't an au pair live in the residence, and nannies don't always live in the residence?
there's
We were kind of we started talking about this today and got interrupted.
there's a legal distinction.
Okay.
I can go look that up, but
That's
I don't
okay.
know it offhand.
That's okay. I was just curious. Okay.
Because she actually references that there's a legal distinction in one of her posts. Her Facebook is actually still up, so I went reading through that today. And
Well, anyway, go on.
but anyway, so she kind of talks about that issue.
We'll get into that later.
The mom's Facebook was still up.
Christine
Yeah,
says,
It
yeah.
is.
Oh wow.
But tell the rest of the story. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
So the nanny moves in sometime around 2021. She's from Brazil. She's very young, I think 21 years old when she first starts working for them. And then in 2023, February 24th, there's a 911 call from the home at 7:45 in the morning. So I'm going to tell kind of two different stories about this. I'm going to give you the version that Brendan believes first. And then I'm going to
the guy.
the father. Yeah. The husband. I'm going to give his version of the story first. And then I'm going to do the other version that the prosecution is telling second. So a brief 911 call is made that morning at 7:45, and it's the au pair, but no one really says anything. You can hear some like moaning in the background, which I'll play a little later. So then they hang up. So about 15 minutes pass. It's 8:02, and a second 911 call is made, and in that call, the au pair says that her friend is injured, and then Brendan takes over the phone and he says, "No, I've shot someone that was attacking my wife." Now that 911 call has not been released yet. All we have are just some little reports that have kind of leaked to the press, but we don't have like direct quotes or anything like that. But that is essentially the gist of what happened. So their claim on that 911 call is that he shot someone that was attacking his wife in the home. Okay. So what I thought I would do is I will go straight to the body cam footage first.
And just while you're working on that, an au pair comes from another country and they live in your home. They're usually 18 to 26 years old, and they have work limited hours in a week, but they get a smaller weekly stipend than you would normally pay for a nanny. And you're kind of giving them the ability to come to your home, live, and then you pay them a little bit less.
Okay. Okay. So this is I may stop this at times, but I'm going to play this. This is a 6-minute body cam. You're not going to see the au pair, you're going to see the child, but she'll be blurred, and then all of the officers arriving at the scene.
But you're going to stop for fair use. Right?
Yeah, I'll stop at times.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, or Jose. You got that. You got that. I mean, watch out for that.
There's a dog back there. So somebody's outside. Someone's outside in the back?
In the back?
There's a dog in the back there.
Anyone else outside? Who else is outside?
Nobody's outside.
Anybody over here?
My mom. And here.
Stay here. Ben.
Hey,
Stay over here.
who is the shooter?
Who shot who?
Brendan, he's an officer.
I got a blowout kit if you need it.
Bring it up.
Okay, so just so you know, the crime scene is upstairs.
Is there anyone else in the house? Any
Wait.
kids in the house?
Are we going to see the crime scene?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Nothing of detail.
And this is WJLA.
Yes, WJLA.
I'm just trying to protect.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want. I'll hold down here.
Okay.
Bring her down here, and we can get info directly from her. Hey,
Ma'am, can you come down with me?
anybody else say blow up? Yeah, she's breathing. She's got a lot of samples. I think Greg should say yeah.
My
We're getting the
host
ambulance
kid-
here now.
My host kid is downstairs.
Okay.
I'm here.
How old's your host kid?
She's 4.5.
4.5. Where is she?
I need to talk to her. She doesn't.
Okay, so that is the au pair,
Okay.
Margulies.
I was going to say, do we have to, is this part important? Because it's making me a little with all the movement.
I mean,
Fine.
it's
Okay.
fine. I think so if you're kind of watching this for the first time, just watch her and see if you believe this or not.
Okay.
That's kind of what to be watching for. Do your spidey senses go off, or do you kind of think this is authentic?
Okay.
No, Melody, what's.
Can we get her and we'll go outside?
No, I'm gonna get her.
And the little girl is down those stairs in the basement,
Okay.
where she starts to act like she's going to go get her, and I think they follow.
Where do we
Hey,
look?
she's grabbing their 4-year-old. We're gonna go outside.
Okay.
Just please.
It's okay. Yeah.
She's just 4.
I know this is hard. Let's get her outside, and then I need to get some information from you.
And this is where the little girl was when the attacks happened.
Okay.
Was in this room.
Hey, I'm Officer Bell. Nice to meet you. Do you want to go outside with us?
You need to go outside, okay?
Let's go.
Come here. Come here. I'm gonna take this out.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Is
What's
she?
your name?
Juliana.
Here.
Okay, so you're with him. Okay.
Let me see if you see anything in the chat. Any questions? Just stop me.
No, nobody's chatting.
Okay.
All right, let's get outside, okay?
Just Nightbot.
Well, if Nightbot has any questions, just have him.
I'm not even sure chat's there.
It's okay. Just breathe, okay?
So you can see what a great neighborhood this is. And
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
you know, one of the things that you always think on something like this is what kind of bias goes into the officer's mind when they come on a scene.
Well,
do you kind of give the
benefit of the
benefit
doubt.
of the doubt to the people in the home? You know,
Well, I think that's been, we've seen that in a few cases.
it has to be a factor.
Mhm.
And they quickly realize he's a criminal investigator for the IRS, which has to be a factor as well.
Yeah.
Here, let's go out this way. So, hey, do you want to hang out with that officer right there?
Slide back around front corner.
Let's take a. Here. Still breathing.
Sorry?
Still breathing.
Good breathing?
Wonder who's still breathing.
I don't know.
Yeah, she makes it to the hospital. So the wife is not deceased at this point.
Okay.
She passes when she gets to the hospital.
For her to watch the show or something.
If you just want to tell me quickly what happened,
I don't know what happened. Everything happened too fast. I was going to take her to the zoo this morning.
Can you go with Officer Battani really quick?
Why don't you come with us? No.
He has some stickers for you.
I was going to take her to the zoo this morning, and then I forgot the lunch we were gonna pay. I turned around and came back here, and then I saw this car. This is her car. Person I guess.
You don't know who that? Do you know who the person is?
I have no idea. And then I saw his car, called her to see what's going on because it's early in the morning. Like,
Okay, I know she's a little difficult to understand, so I'm going to give the gist of what she just said.
Okay.
She's saying that silver car is not one she recognized. When she came back, she didn't know who that was, so she tries calling the wife, who doesn't answer her phone.
Okay.
That's what she just said.
Does it have captioning?
There
There you go.
I'll do that. Yeah, that'll help.
who was here? And then it was straight to voicemail. I called Brendan.
Yeah, it went straight to voicemail, which is important later too.
Okay.
And then it's her husband. He's up there. I told him, I see his French car, but I don't know who's that. Can you please come here? I'm scared. I was in the car. And then he
Can you
he
pause?
came, he-
Yeah.
Look what Pam said.
Okay.
Pam,
You are
on the
rocking,
same-
Pam.
I actually thought about pulling up her clip just to do the side by side with the au pair.
He
'cause
said that earlier today.
yeah.
He
Very
did.
much
That's
the
very funny.
same.
Yes, I think it's the same too.
Yeah. And Real Me Too's like, I don't believe her already.
Yeah.
So
Rumi too, did you know this case? Is this new to her too?
she didn't know it either.
Isn't it amazing? It's amazing how many things are out there that we just don't know about. And you
we
think
just
we're
stumbled
pretty,
on this by accident.
I know.
Hola.
Romy T said, "Hola."
I know. She definitely
She's got the Hola
it's
vibes.
the I mean, I kind of want, there's a certain part of me that wants to kind of let people make their own decision, but I'll just say I didn't buy this at all. It's the fake hyperventilating and everything that she kind of does
Well,
throughout,
I mean, we've seen other fake hyperventilating too.
and watching her eyes.
In
The
other cases.
emotion in her eyes doesn't match her body.
Right.
And
Pam says, thank you. Well, I just wanted Pam to know that that you're one smart cookie because he said the same thing earlier.
yeah, we're at least thinking the same way.
Yeah.
It gave us the same.
And Witchy Mama says it's 100% new to her. Real Me Too saw it, but she didn't read up on it.
Well, it took a long time for this to develop to get to this point. So it's kind of been a
said
slow.
You had me at nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen Soto, thought criminal. That's right. Yeah, it does remind me of Jen Soto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we went inside. The guy, I don't know who it is, he was spanking her. I was just here.
Were you here when it happened, or did you walk up in there and
No,
that's how they were?
She says spanking, which is, I think, a mistake. I don't think she was supposed to say that.
Okay.
Yes.
And Witchy Mama says some cultures don't show as much emotion physically as Americans and Italians do. Yes. I had a thought. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I mean, there could be cultural things.
There could be cultural
Sure.
things for sure.
Yeah, he went upstairs first, and then I went to see what is going on. I left the basement, and then when I went upstairs, Brendan was saying, "Police, drop the knife."
So, Brendan's a police officer.
Yeah, he's an officer.
Is he with Fairfax?
No?
Where's he an officer?
I don't know. I think it's he was officer in Vienna.
Vienna?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
I'm gonna get.
Deanna's
Do you
asking
Need anything
something.
else right now?
Not right now. Do you?
Huh.
Deanna's saying maybe she meant slapping.
Could be.
Yeah, it's just that her story kind of changes.
And Nina Drews did Jen Soto with a vomit face, which I agree with.
Yes.
The guy who shot is they think of Vienna police officer. So we got to think about that. That car, we don't know who. That's the guy who came up here that started the issue. This car is the outside guy, the silver car.
These two.
So this is their car. That is the guy who came here.
Okay.
And then it was because they were yelling at each other. He was saying like, drop the. I'm sorry, my first language is not
No,
English,
you're
so,
doing really well.
He was saying drop the. Oh.
The knife or the gun?
The gun. And Brendan said, no, police, don't drop the knife. And then he was saying, I'm gonna kill her. And I don't know if he started stabbing her. I think Brendan shot him. And he asked me help to shot him too because...
It's okay.
She says she needs to help shoot him too. Right? Know what she's saying there.
She said he asked me to help shoot him too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to get it all out right now.
Dreaming, the husband is an IRS agent, a criminal
investigator
for the IRS.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it even crazier. I'm telling you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You guys have no idea. It gets crazier and crazier.
This
and crazier.
is diabolical. The whole thing is, it's like,
you won't believe it.
It is unbelievable.
You didn't see the girl before either?
No,
so the guy and the girl you don't know?
She's my boss.
Okay.
But I never seen it before. Like, it's a lot of blood.
Okay.
All right. So
I do believe her that last part. It's a lot of blood.
Oh no!
Why are you talking about Iran?
Because it accidentally let it go to the next thing. All right. So
oh my gosh, real me too.
I hope she's a better babysitter than an actress.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So that that happens.
And Deanna says, I find it odd to be afraid of an unknown car in broad daylight, though. Maybe curious or suspicious, but not afraid. You guys are right on track.
So I'm going to give you this.
You got her number.
Yes. I'm going to give you the story that Brendan and the au pair were given. Her name's escaping my
Juliana.
Magalhaes.
It's very similar to the actress.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Juliana Peres Magalhães.
Magalhaes.
So anyway, I'm going to give you the story. You kind of picked up on some of the story that she gave, but I'm going to give you the one that they were telling.
Give the story that he was
what
telling.
they claim that morning, Brendan goes to work. He stops at McDonald's for breakfast or coffee or something. She leaves to take the kids to the zoo. She bought tickets. She's supposed to meet other nannies and au pairs at the zoo for an outing. She comes back for some reason, sees the car, is alarmed by that. So she calls Brendan saying, hey, there's a stranger here at the house. Come meet me here. And then he says, well, call Christine's phone. She doesn't answer, it goes straight to voicemail. So they both, when they're both there together, they go in through the basement entrance, which is the back of the house. They leave the little girl, the 4-year-old, in the basement. When they go upstairs, they say they hear troubling sounds like screams or something of that nature. When they go upstairs, they see a man attacking Christine in bed with a knife, and he shouts out, police, fires, strikes the stranger in the head. He falls to the ground, but Christine has already been stabbed multiple times in the neck at this point. They don't realize it at first, but that man is still alive. When they realize it, he tells Juliana to shoot him. They have 2 guns at the scene. He's got his service revolver and she has a Glock as well.
Okay.
And so she finishes him off with the Glock, and then they call 911. So their story is they caught this person attacking their wife in the
Okay, everybody's kind of getting ahead of you.
So that is the story they tell.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Deanna, that is odd that they say they go in the back entrance.
Yeah.
I think that is weird.
They went in through the basement to leave the little girl there.
Okay, keep going.
So
he's telling their story.
This is
and
then
he's going to tell what
the real story.
This is their story.
Okay.
And
it's
nothing
crazy.
happens.
Okay.
For months. So that's February 24th of 2023.
No, real me too. You are wrong, but you're close, but you're wrong.
So March goes by, April goes by, May, June. It starts to come out that these two were having an affair during that time. That sometime prior to this, they were seeing each other. Now, and she's still in the home as the au pair. So at some point, police get a warrant in the fall of 2023. So almost 6-7 months after the crime. And they go in and they raid the house. When they go in, they find that Juliana is now living in the master bedroom with Brendan.
Everybody's guessing.
Her,
Funny.
let me find this here.
And everybody,
And
I'm with
you didn't mention that mom did pass away at the hospital,
Yes,
right?
She did.
She
Brendan
did.
went to the hospital and she passed away. She wasn't able to identify anything or anything along
Christine
this line.
went to the hospital.
Yeah, she was barely alive. So they find
Spit it out, Mr. E. They're
they find that Juliana is now living in the home. All of her clothing. He's replaced.
Wait. Okay, so back up because I was distracted by Jeff.
Juliana is now in the master suite living with Brendan. They've replaced. There was a picture here of Christine and Brendan. It's been replaced with one with Juliana.
Oh, I didn't see this.
And yeah, this is one of the exhibits. It's been replaced with their picture. They discover while they're during this process that
why did they come back?
They got a warrant.
Okay,
so some evidence, they'd been working a case. They never believed the story.
Okay.
Locals thought, what is going on? This doesn't make sense. This case is going.
How long after do we know?
She gets arrested in October.
So when this happened in
February.
Yeah.
So it took
several months.
7, 8, 9 months, whatever that is. And the little girl is now calling her mom.
Oh, wow.
Right. So they never bought the story. So they arrest her and they charge her with second-degree murder. They do not arrest Brendan at this time. So she goes to jail, and they start building their case.
Everybody's mind's blown in chat here. Okay.
Yeah. And very little, they're really good about not leaking a lot of information. So they keep their cards close to the vest.
Okay.
While she's in prison waiting for her trial, Brendan's mother bankrolls her attorney, and they talk every day while they're sitting while she's in the cell. And so, of course, when they're in the jail, they record every phone call, and she says something at a point like,
I didn't know any of this.
During this, Juliana makes some statements like, I just feel like he's only still helping me because he's worried that I won't protect him or something like that. And at some point the mother says something to her like, well, you know what happens to snitches in jail and things along those lines.
Oh my goodness.
And so all of that is captured, will be evidence later on. So after a little while of sitting in jail, she decides that she's going to make a plea deal, and she pleads guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter, which has a maximum of a 10-year sentence, in exchange for becoming a cooperating witness against Brendan.
Okay. Cheryl, hold on. He's going to
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
So we'll get, yes. So this is,
you guys don't, it gets wild. Okay. We're not even to the wild part yet.
I'm going to get this. This will clear a lot of it.
Yes.
And I'll pause.
His mother was backing him, or his mother was backing her.
Yes. Which was really weird. So you think a woman is being charged with second-degree murder of your daughter-in-law, and you bankroll that au pair.
Yes.
Right. Really, really weird behavior.
Like I said, once we started looking at this, we couldn't stop. And so we thought you guys would like really be interested in it.
I just don't understand why this isn't like Lacey Peterson, like all over the news.
I don't get it either. This is an IRS agent, for goodness sake.
And this, we're not even at the crazy part yet.
I know.
To be honest with you, we really aren't. Let me see. Is this? Oh yeah, this is the 101. Okay. So this is Juliana making her deal. So she's sitting with the prosecutor. She's going back over the story and getting it recorded for the future. I'm going to pause several times because it's a complicated plan, but she's going to go through the plan.
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, really?
I can hear it.
No.
Can the chat hear it?
I don't think so. There's no sound.
Starflower lives in Virginia and hasn't heard about the case until today.
Well, you could have been a juror because they did juror selections today.
They did juror selections
Yeah.
today.
No,
Nobody can hear.
Nobody can hear it.
What did you
Make sure the
do?
sound is on the corner.
Well,
I can hear. I can hear it through my headphones.
I'll remove it and try to add it again.
Okay, let's see.
See the little speaker over in the bottom?
No, we can hear it.
How bizarre.
Hmm.
No sound.
Well, that's not going to work.
Do you want to send it to me?
Yeah.
Let her try to post it.
How do
That
I
is
do
weird that you guys can hear it.
Copy the link and text it to me in Crimeys.
That's a bummer. All right. Well, I'm sorry. Bear with me here just a moment.
It's weird that you guys can hear it.
And I don't want to bother our tech. He's not feeling well tonight. So
go to about the 2-minute mark if you're going to play it.
Okay. Let's see if I can get it to come
If
up.
it'll work.
Sometimes these things work for me and they don't work for you. So
It is weird though.
Go to the 2-minute mark.
It's showing at the bottom that it's muted, and in the prep screen at the bottom.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I mean it was where it was the add to stage square at the bottom. It has a muted screen audio.
Oh,
It
okay.
had
Hold
muted
on.
screen audio.
Can you put it back up? Put it back up. And where do you see that, Aunt E?
Right here. It's in the corner at the bottom.
The red?
See
I gotcha. Hold
right
on.
in the corner. It says unmute screen audio, but it won't let me unmute it.
Okay, you try it, honey.
I don't see that.
Okay, scroll down below our pictures. Below, you know how you add somebody to stay. See your window. I'll come over.
You'll have to come over.
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
I don't see this.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Right here. See where it says unmute screen audio?
He doesn't have that on his.
I have it on mine.
I know, I do mine too. He doesn't. Let me see something.
You can't play it there. You got to go back up here to play.
That's bizarre. I don't know how to fix that. Let's just try to
It
do
says
it.
can't unmute your guest screen.
You can't unmute on his. He doesn't have that option.
Okay, so I'm just going to remove that, and then can you play it?
I will in a sec.
And then stop it whenever you just want to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably every 30 seconds or so,
Thank
because
you,
it's
Dr.
a complicated, it's a really complicated plan they had.
Everybody's wanting to hear it, so they're fine with waiting.
Sorry.
I'm gonna bet you had it. I bet I know what you did. Do you have it in Safari and not in Google?
I found it in Safari, copied it, and put it in Google.
Okay, let me just try to get it.
I know, Deanna. It's like Deanna said, why people think this is a better solution than divorce or just running off together. I know. I'm like, what in the heck?
You said about 2-minute mark.
And that is essentially what this becomes about. It becomes about that. Start around 2 minutes when he asked that first question about what the plan. Yeah, 2 minutes is perfect.
Thought Criminal said she does remember this happening, but definitely needed the refresh.
Was it Thought Criminal that lived up in Virginia? Is that who was saying that? That lived in the area?
I don't think so. I think it was Sunflower or Starflower.
Yeah, so just expand that and then hit play.
It was Starflower that said she lived in Virginia and hadn't even heard of it.
Okay. Tell me if
now we're ready.
Aunt E, tell me if you can hear it.
He describe
Yes.
what his plan was.
You mean
The description of what his plan was. This is going to happen, then that's going to happen, or what specifically did he tell you?
well, he described like I said before, but I'll try to get into more details that he described what happened on that day.
Here's what Juliana told prosecutors happened on that day. She says Brendan pretended to leave for work. He was a law enforcement agent with the IRS, but she says he was actually staked out at a McDonald's nearby, waiting for Juliana's call. Juliana says Christine was asleep in the bedroom and they hid her cell phone in the kitchen. Juliana went to the car, with the couple's 4-year-old daughter for a staged trip to the zoo. Juliana says she was concealing a gun that Brendan gave her and instructed her to carry that morning. That's when Joseph Ryan showed up to the family's home. Police say he brought with him restraints and a knife.
And then that's
Good pause.
when I had instructed me before, as soon as I see Joe's car.
Sorry.
Okay, so that was Joseph Ryan, the other person who was shot. He brought restraints and a knife with him, and they knew he was coming to be there.
Right.
We'll also find out later that Glock that she has, he had purchased just a month before and had taken her to the range twice to train before this happened in that month leading up to this.
And back on track with Kat says, I remember when it happened, but I didn't hear the outcome. I'm in West Virginia. Well, you didn't hear the outcome because the trial starts tomorrow.
Yeah, they just finished jury selection today and the trial starts tomorrow.
So, hi, Donna. Welcome in.
And the Joseph Ryan part's the part where it gets really crazy.
Okay, you guys ready?
That guy was not the cutest.
Like right away, and that's what I did.
Juliana says that's when Brendan starts driving from the McDonald's back to the home. Juliana says next she was instructed to call Christine on that phone they purposefully hid in the kitchen. When Brendan arrives, Juliana says the two of them enter the back basement door with the 4-year-old girl, leaving her in the basement as they go up to the ground level and pause at the foot of the staircase.
He just did like this to me. Wait. And then I stopped, and then we were both just listening to that sound. That was the real sound we were listening to.
What?
So what he's saying is, wait, we got to wait for it to start because he knew the attack was going to happen.
Right.
That's why he's saying, wait, we got to wait because if
Ruby.
you believe this, of course, he's waiting for the sounds of the attack and she starts to hear the attack. She's going to describe it.
Sound like?
For me, I mean, slapping.
Brendan's defense attorney points to several inconsistencies in Juliana's statements, and this is one of them. She originally told police that the moment they first entered the basement, she could hear sex sounds from upstairs. But now, Juliana admits that her story has changed, saying she made a mistake in her original statement. Juliana says they ascended the stairs and Brendan went into the room, gun drawn. She says she was behind him. Juliana says Brendan announced himself as law enforcement as Joseph Ryan was on top of Christine on the floor. Juliana says Christine yelled, "Brendan, he has a knife." And then Juliana says Brendan almost immediately shot Joseph Ryan in the head.
And she was like, oh,
Pause
like,
again.
why'd
Yeah,
you do
so
this? Call
she's-
911.
Hold on.
And I said,
So she's still alive at this point.
Well, I don't think he'd done anything to her.
He hadn't. That's what I'm saying. She's telling the story. The wife is yelling, "Brendan, he has a knife," and then he shoots
To protect her husband.
She thinks he's there to protect. This is just
Diabolical.
a nightmare.
Yes.
It's so evil. But he shoots the guy in the head, the man that she thinks is attacking, and she thinks her husband's just come to save her.
Juliana, specifically, Juliana, call 911.
Police say Juliana did call 911 at that moment, but she never said anything on the phone and hung up shortly after connecting with the 911 dispatcher. She says Brendan.
So the reason she hangs up, and you'll hear it when I play this in a little bit, in the 911 call, you can hear someone like murmuring, and it's Ryan on the ground. They don't realize he's alive, and then they hang up.
Okay. 1 second. We have some new friends that have joined us and they just kind of want to get a quick update of what we're talking about.
Okay. So let's see. This
Just
is
for a second.
On February 23rd, Fairfax, Virginia. The couple is
They did Cool Cougar. They found the teacher.
Linda Brown up in Chicago.
Yes.
The special. Oh, okay. I just looked for that today and didn't see that. Well, good.
Was
Is
it
she
good?
okay?
Was it good news or bad news?
Look.
Aunt E, do you know?
Oh, in the
No.
water.
Oh, that's what I said.
It is. Wow.
That was
Okay.
my
So
guess.
there was if you've been with us, that was one
Bless
we've
her
been
heart.
kind of watching. There was a special needs teacher. She had disappeared a little over a week ago in Chicago. Went down by the lake there, Lake Michigan, and that was the last direction she had been. And yeah, so we didn't know.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Well, let's
Yeah.
everybody say a prayer for her.
Well, that's terrible. Well, I'm assuming. Well, I guess we don't know that that's not foul play necessarily
know.
yet until an
Don't know.
autopsy comes
We won't
back.
know.
But I think that's what we're all kind of guessing, because they said she has some depression issues and mental issues of that kind, and so that is a possibility.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
Please go
That's
back to your case summary so that everybody understands what we're talking
sure. So Brendan and Christine are the married couple. He's an IRS criminal investigator. She's a nurse. They live in $1 million home in Fairfax, Virginia, with a 4-year-old daughter. They call the au pair calls 911.
They have a nanny that lives with them.
Yes, from Brazil, Juliana Magalhães. She's at this time, I think she's 23 years old, and she calls 911 saying that their story is that someone was attacking the wife with a knife, and Brendan came in and shot him in the head. He wasn't deceased, so she picked up her gun and shot him and finished him off. And then they don't realize it, but Christine is barely alive, even though being stabbed multiple times in the neck. So that was their story. But what they start to piece together over time, and when they 8 or 9 months later in October, they arrest Juliana
After she's moved into the house and is sleeping in the bed of the woman who is deceased.
And the little girl's now calling her mommy.
But she's sleeping in the bed with the husband.
And they've replaced her pictures with the wife. The wife's pictures have been replaced with her pictures and that kind of thing. And little girl's calling her mommy, which is maybe the most disgusting. I don't know. Actually, there's a lot of disgusting things about this. But there's just something even very warped about that too. So anyway, the police had never apparently believed the story. Were quietly building a case. They charge her with second-degree murder. She ends up making a plea deal for manslaughter. And now she's telling her story, the real story. She says it's a plan. He didn't want to go through a divorce, and that he insisted on going through this plan instead. So they essentially try to create a fake situation to make it appear that a stranger took her life. Which part were we at? I had you
we're at the fact that she hung up at the 911 call.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So there's 2 911 calls. One happens at 7:45, but it's very brief. I don't even think she says anything. You can just hear someone like groaning in the background, which that part they've released. I can play that here in a few minutes. So once they realize, even though being shot in the head, the guy's still alive, they hang up the phone and they call back 911 17 minutes later at 8:02 after they finish the job with everything. So,
sorry, Donna. That comment's pretty funny.
You're right. Whisper Wynn says, if he can unalive her, he can unalive you, au pair.
Yeah.
So before she makes her plea deal, though, Brendan's mother bankrolls her defense attorney and is talking to her every day in jail saying, hey, you don't want to be a snitch, that kind of stuff. So she makes her plea deal, and we're in the middle of her telling her story. So she's now at this point, Ryan is shot in the head. She's hanging up with 911 from the first call, and God knows what Christine is thinking in bed because she doesn't understand what's going on at all. She thinks this man has actually come in to attack her in the bedroom, and we'll get to that part of the plan.
Yes, and Nina,
shortly.
Mr. E's going to kind of reveal what happens. Right.
Yeah, I think
now.
I think this news segment's going to get into it a bit.
Okay.
But this Ryan guy, he was essentially set up.
Was gesturing at her to get off the phone. Then Juliana told prosecutors she saw Brendan take Joseph Ryan's knife and stab his wife in the neck.
What did you hear her saying to Brendan as he was stabbing her?
He was stabbing her in the neck. She was just telling him, let me go. I'm going to die anyways. I'm going to bleed to death. She was just, leave me here. Let me die. And then he was telling her, I can't. I don't know why he said I can't.
Police say Christine Banfield was stabbed multiple times in different parts of her body. Juliana says Joseph Ryan was still moving after the gunshot to his head, and she says Brendan then instructed her to shoot Joseph Ryan again, which she did. Then Juliana claims Brendan started to manipulate the crime scene.
How did Christine Banfield's blood come to be on Joe Ryan's arms and hands?
Brendan did.
Nearly 8 months went by without an arrest in the case. Over that time, detectives returned to the home and police say something stood out. It appeared to them that Juliana had moved into the primary bedroom with Brendan. The picture on the bedside frame had been
can't
swapped
believe
out.
how
Now,
stupid.
it held a picture of Brendan and Juliana. Police say they also heard the young girl calling Juliana her mommy. News 4 is not identifying the child due to her age.
When did first begin to refer to you as her mommy?
I do not remember when exactly.
In October of 2023, Fairfax County Police arrested Juliana and charged her with Joseph Ryan's murder. Over the next year, Brendan remained free. He wasn't charged with any crime until police arrested Brendan in September of 2024 and charged him with 4 counts of aggravated murder.
Okay, pause
Reporting
again.
in Fairfax County, Drew Wilder.
Yeah, so we're done. That's all
I
of
can
that.
pull that down.
So, and during that time, they apparently took vacations. They went to New York City together. I mean, it just like they were,
Living it up.
gonna live it up, and they were going to get away with this. You know what it makes me think of is that Hand That Rocks the Cradle or something.
Right?
Remember that movie?
Yes.
With what's her name?
Rebecca De Mornay.
Yes, Rebecca. That's what it reminds me of.
That's a good analogy. That's what she wanted to happen.
I know.
But it gets crazier. I know this is crazy, but it still gets crazier.
Okay. So I want to just show a couple of the pictures here before. So,
And Ruby, we will say a prayer for your father. Ruby said she'd appreciate it if you could have prayers for her elderly father. He'll be 88 on Sunday. We had to put him in a nursing home, and I have a meeting on Thursday to go over his plan for his care. So we pray that he has good care and continues to be healthy in the nursing home.
and who was that?
That's
Her
Ruby.
father, Ruby's father.
Ruby's father.
Ruby for justice.
I'm sure
I'm
that was
so
a hard
sorry.
decision. I'm sure. I'm sure that was difficult. And of course, we'll say a prayer for you. And if everybody in chat, if you are a praying person, we would appreciate it if you say a prayer for Ruby as well. And put
Yeah,
those
Wowzer said the hand that rocks the cradle. It kind of reminds you of that movie.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he called it something else.
What'd you call it?
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I thought.
Oh, okay.
I might have misspoke. I go back and listen to these live sometimes and I say
Crazy stuff.
crazy
Well,
words.
Dreaming says
I'll say months,
they get the
days.
dumbest couple award. Wins the award show.
It
Well,
is kind
it's
of
funny that you
unbelievable.
say that because we had we've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Can I show them our prototype?
Sure.
Okay. Middle E made a prototype for us. I'm trying to get it up to the camera. That's our Crimey award.
It's a Crimey Awards here. Hang on
Yeah.
just a second.
It's award season. So we thought we would do some crime
is.
awards.
Whoops.
That looks pretty good.
He
It's
made
the
it.
Crimeys.
Well, he's
It's
got.
it's much smaller than that camera makes it look. It's
I know.
a tiny little.
I was
Sorry,
trying
I
to make
can't
it big.
I
Oh,
know
there he
it
is.
looks huge when you do it like that, but
Okay, he's got something on his head. I don't know what that is. Some extra plastic.
yeah. Well, it's so small you wouldn't notice that little blemish.
Yeah.
Okay, help me get it back to where we were. There we go.
Yeah. So there's a Juliana there. I've got another picture of the couple. Okay, is that
Yes, that's Mr. E. He wishes. I think it's an Oscar statue with a fedora, is what I think.
So I'm going to go.
Hello, little Annie. Welcome in.
So
Isn't that funny?
there's a written statement that kind of also details this plan, and it goes into how the Joseph Ryan victim got involved in all of this. And this says that she began as an au pair in 2021, but I'm not sure that's actually true because I saw a Facebook post where Christine is talking about au pairs.
You got to read it.
It's from June of
Oh, I know.
2020.
Thought Criminal was like, ugh, that pic. I know, right?
I know it
I
grosses
mean,
me out.
it gets grosser.
It's so
but wait,
evil.
there. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like we're a commercial,
I know.
but I'm telling you, it gets crazier.
But as we were looking through this case, we kept coming to each other going, "Can you believe this? Did you hear this part?" We're like, "What?" We just kept doing that.
He finally just stopped telling me because I think he wanted my live reaction.
I know. But anyway, she had made a fairly lengthy post about au pairs this was back in 2020, so people were not getting visas and allowed into the country and that. And she had an issue with that. But this is what she was saying about au pairs. She goes, they are not taking any jobs from Americans. This is a role unable to be filled by an American by definition of the government outlined au pair program.
Are you going to show that?
I wasn't going to,
Oh,
no,
okay.
because I don't want to show I can't.
What's
No.
her
Other pictures.
last name?
Banfield.
Their last name is
Banfield.
Banfield.
And then she says, our au pair has become a part of our family, and we share our love of America with her, and she shares her Brazilian culture with us. They are not nannies or babysitters. They have education requirements while in America and live with a host family for the length of their stay. And so I don't know. It just
It's really sad.
I don't know if maybe they had another au pair before Juliana, but that's 2020. So I'm not sure if that's accurate. Anyway, I'm going to go back to this article that outlines their plan.
And yes, Real Me Too. The trial did jury selection today. I believe they picked 7 women and 9 men. I figured they'd try to be man heavy.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
they finished today. 7 women, 9 men.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to that now. I was going to do that at
Well,
the
no,
end.
that's okay. That's okay. We
But-
can do that later. But it starts tomorrow with opening statements.
Yeah, I've got some stuff on the jury selection. I was going to
We'll
talk
talk
about
about that
when we
in
were
a
kind of
little
wrap
bit.
it up. But anyway, I'm going to read this. So here's a better detail of their plan in this article. This is from CNN Crime and Justice. But this comes from the plea deal that she
Okay.
made. In the fall of 2022, Brendan Banfield expressed to Peres Magalhães his desire to be rid of his wife, and soon thereafter began planning to kill his wife as well as ultimately Joseph Ryan, the victim in this case, prosecutors said. Banfield set up an account on FetLife.com, a sexual fetish site, began communicating with Ryan and lured him to the Banfield home. So I'm going to go into bigger detail on this because it's just real brief here. So what they're alleging he did is he set up an account making it look like it was Christine's account on FetLife, which apparently is like the website for kink and meeting up with people or whatever, right? And he used a picture of her in a bikini that she had just sent him of herself a week or so earlier, as well as her pic, right? So anyway, he's using this fake, he's catfishing essentially is what they're alleging, trying to meet these different men. And he finds Ryan, who is interested in this role playing of pretending to be assaulted and that type of thing, right? Ryan likely believed he was meeting Christine Banfield for a consensual sexual encounter involving violent sexual role play with a knife, prosecutors said. So he thinks the way they did it is he sets up Juliana to call at some point Ryan on the phone to talk about this role play they're going to do. So Juliana is posing as Christine to have this guy come to the house. Ryan, he thinks he's going to be this kind of sexual attacker. He comes into the home, goes in. The plan is he's going to find her asleep in bed, and he's supposed to, with a knife, not actually harm her, but role play that he's doing an essay style assault on her. So when he goes into attack, he doesn't realize her resisting and fighting back is authentic. He thinks he's in a role play session, which is insane. In so many ways, right? Banfield directed Peres Magalhães to talk with Ryan in a phone call to confirm details, according to prosecutors. She expressed hesitation with the plan at various points, prosecutors said, but he insisted it was too late for her to back out. Banfield taught the au pair how to fire a gun at a local gun range in the fall and winter of 2022. So that would be just a few months before February. As part of their plan, when Ryan came to the home, Peres Magalhães called Banfield to report that a strange man was at the house, and Banfield was waiting at a nearby McDonald's so he could return to the home quickly, prosecutors said. He and Peres Magalhães put his child in the basement and then went upstairs to the Banfield's bedroom, with Brendan Banfield holding his service weapon and the au pair holding a firearm he had purchased a month earlier, according to prosecutors. The two entered the bedroom, and Joseph Ryan was holding Christine Banfield down, prosecutors said. Brendan Banfield called out police officer and then shot Joseph Ryan in the head. And Ryan fell away from Christine Banfield. Peres Magalhães called 911, but ended the call at Banfield's direction, prosecutors said, I think when he realized he was still alive. Banfield, after this, stabbed his wife, according to prosecutors. Peres Magalhães saw Ryan still moving and shot him, prosecutors said.
It's crazy.
The au pair then called 911 again. This is at 8:02, so 17 minutes later. And they reported the killings as if Ryan was an intruder and had stabbed Banfield's wife, according to prosecutors. Banfield was indicted on murder charges in September 2024. The indictment alleges he willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation killed his wife and Ryan. I suspected, I had a feeling that there was a lot more to what met the eye that morning, Chief Davis said. And certainly it has taken a road 570 days later where we are finally in a position to announce that 2 persons are being charged and held responsible and introduced to our criminal justice system. So, and then weeks after this, she pleads guilty. So the thinking is the belief, although they're telling her that she's going to get time served for this manslaughter charge for the 2 years or whatever, a year or so she's been in jail. They can let her out early. And that the thinking is that's what's going to happen. She's going to be the star witness against Brendan and likely go home to Brazil once this is over.
I just think it's crazy she's taking the stand. I just think it's crazy.
She is going to take the stand. She has to take the stand, and she will. We don't know if he will. He might. I think it's possible. So that I'm going to go to.
It's just crazy.
It's
absolutely crazy.
I don't know if this will. So will I be able to play video?
Okay. So before you start, look down at the bottom and make sure that the audio's on.
It is muted right now at the bottom. Yep. In that little box at the bottom. Why does he not have the same little box as we have?
I don't know. Maybe I haven't done an update.
That would not shock me one tiny bit.
But no, I mean, like the box where I'm at, you're at, then he's at, then his video.
You can't unmute your guest screen.
Mm-mm.
They aren't capturing audio. Okay, y'all. I'll go over there and try and help. Hold on.
Well, I'm going to text it to you.
You can text it to me, but in the meantime, I'll try to help you.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Let me just try.
I'll just hit play and see if
the screen. No, just hold on.
Oh, you want to go back here?
Whispering.
Okay, this one's on YouTube, so it should be fine. The other one wasn't.
Oh,
it's still muted in the corner.
So weird. It's
and
not
whispering wins. Donna said, "I'm not a fan of plea deals. I agree that there's sometimes plea deals are just awful, but I think he's the true criminal, and this might be the only way that they could have caught him. Obviously, is for her completely to."
I'm going to play this a second. Let's just see if we can even hear it.
Nope, it's
Couldn't
muted.
hear that. All right,
Nope.
so Mrs. E is going to have to play it.
Okay, you all, he's notoriously bad about updating his computer. I think his laptop hasn't been updated since 2017. So
yeah,
I thought he got a new laptop.
He hasn't used it yet.
Oh,
he got one for work and he hasn't used it yet. Hasn't even cracked the box yet. Let's see.
Yeah, so that
I haven't received it yet. I think you sent it to my personal email and not Crimey's.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it, Donna. She said, I understand, but
you don't have it. Yeah, it says it should say Joseph Ryan, mother and family speaks off here.
He just sent it. It went to Crimey's.
I don't have it yet.
It's already sent.
I don't have it.
You still don't?
I have it twice now.
You could also play it.
Well, that's weird. I probably need to update my mail too, I guess. I don't know.
No, that's messages.
So she has it, but you don't have it.
Mm-mm.
Well, Auntie, do you want to play it?
I have to pull it up on
Does she know how to do it?
Okay. Well, that's weird.
Hang on.
Okay, what else could I do?
Hang on.
She's gonna try.
I could try sending it to a different text.
Was it victim's mother speaks?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Joseph
Dude,
Ryan,
the-
mother and family speaks.
Okay, hang on.
I don't have it.
Edit copy. Hang on.
Yeah, victim's mother speaks. That's what
I've
it would
got
be.
it.
Did it just take a second to come through? Maybe.
You put it. You sent a Google search.
Yeah, but if you put that in there, it pulls it up.
Is it the first one or the? Oh, okay.
It's the same.
I got it.
Because I'm going to remove this.
Hold on. It automatically opens through Safari. Hold on. I got to put it in Chrome or it won't work.
Yeah, this case is just absolutely crazy.
Okay. Is there a certain timestamp?
Let's see. Where was I?
See if I can make it bigger.
Started around 1:15 or so. 1:14, 1:13, something like that.
I can't hear it.
It's not up.
Yes, hers. She's got it up.
Oh, there it is. Now maybe we can hear it.
Took from me.
Ryan was born in Woodbridge, Virginia. She says he was wise beyond his years, even as a child.
He's not one yet. And he looks at my mother and says, "Grandmom, may I have a tissue, please?" And my mom and I were just shocked because he's not one yet. And he said a sentence.
As he got older, she says he would go out of his way to help others.
Joe took care of me when I had cancer.
He loved sports, was passionate about social justice and animals.
He would go to like a pound or to, a animal rescue place and ask for the ugliest, oldest dog.
He also had some unique hobbies.
Joe was a famous LARPer. His name was Korak, and he was active in this giant community of LARPers. He would get dressed up in these ridiculous outfits. He'd run through the forest and hit people with a giant rubber fish.
Laughing as she remembers the good times. They were extremely close.
I don't think everybody gets to have a close relationship with their grown son where their son calls them all the time. I was fortunate.
Their last conversation on February 23rd, 2023, a silly text conversation, as she described it, about how he had lost weight.
He was really happy that night before he was killed. He was proud of himself and he was happy. And he was showing me the comparison, the depression, and then how good he felt about himself.
On February 24th, 2023, he was shot and killed inside the home of Brendan and Christine Banfield in Fairfax County.
Just stopping for fair use.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to play this. This actually just came out, I think, a day ago, the interview with the mother. And don't want to forget about the second victim because a lot of the emphasis goes on Christine. And I think it's easy to overlook him because it's, he's not connected really. I mean, he's just a total stranger to these people. Right. He could have been anybody showing up at the home.
They just conned him. They fooled him. He shows up thinking he's going to get this rendezvous with this great woman. And, he might have been a little weird and kooky, but,
Yeah. And it's kind of like, he was role playing. He just had this kind of fantasy thing. He doesn't appear to have any kind of violent history or anything along those lines. Hey, block that one.
Okay.
That at user.
Real Me Too or Dreaming?
I did.
Thanks.
You got it?
Yeah.
And so anyway, so he's he has his own. He wasn't going there to actually do that to her. He was going there to act out some fantasy or whatever, but with her consent, even though it was role playing. Not he just didn't realize it. So it's terrible, but other things I've read about him, he seemed like a likable guy to people that knew him. He wasn't, he didn't have a violent past and things along those lines. But it made me think, it's just like when you die in a way like that, you just become remembered for that
bad
last
stuff.
thing. It's like if you're walking out of a bar at 2 a.m. and you get jumped, people just think of you as being a guy at a bar at 2 a.m. Or if you're walking out of the wrong kind of club or in the wrong place at the wrong time and something happens, you'll always kind of be remembered for that. So that part of it is unfortunate, but this is just, just one little part of his life that got exploited by these people, allegedly. They do have a defense. We'll get to that too here in a bit, because they will have, this is not going to be a open and shut case. There are some problems with the prosecution too. But if we want to play maybe another minute or so of the mom,
Sure.
She'll talk a little bit about his fantasy life and that type of thing.
And I just know when he told me that I could hear my own voice screaming. And I remember that moment, and I remember where I was sitting, and I remember his words that he had been killed.
Even worse, she says, the way her son, a victim, was portrayed. Investigators say Ryan was invited to the home through a sexual fetish website by who he thought was Christine to play out what investigators have called a violent sexual fantasy.
Talk to me in the way you're most comfortable about what his role was when it came to sexual fetish websites. Did he ever talk to you about involvement in websites like that?
Yes. What he was into was sometimes consensual BDSM. Did some other things, but it was role play.
When you heard the reports that he allegedly brought a knife and restraints to the Banfield home, your reaction to that?
I didn't have a reaction to that. Joe and I had discussed the idea of cutting and knife play. Joe was not into knife like cutting. He didn't like to create blood.
Talk to me about the difference between knife play and stabbing someone. Is there a world in which those two are similar things?
No, there is not. There's knife play, and it's just an object that you don't use. Maybe you press it against the skin, but you don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, it's,
Okay.
Don't actually cut into somebody. And then there's actual blood play where you intentionally, carefully cut. And stabbing, that's an act of violence.
And you don't believe he's capable of that?
He's never been capable of that. Joe was never violent with women.
Which is why she says the initial story from Brendan Banfield and Juliana Peres Magalhães, the family's au pair, that they shot him because he stabbed Christine, was not believable.
He started stabbing her. I think Brendan shot him.
What was your reaction when you heard her say that he was stabbing her?
I knew it was a lie.
The au pair has since taken a plea deal and told authorities the whole thing was Brendan's idea, that they created a fake profile, pretended to be Christine, and got Ryan to the house, shot him, and that Brendan stabbed his wife with the hopes of pinning it on Ryan.
That my son had done something wrong, or that he was this creepy fetish guy. That's not who he was. He was a consenting adult. Yes, he didn't need to apologize for that. And he didn't need to die for that. And he doesn't need to be judged for that in his afterlife.
Until justice is served, she's focused on holding on to the memories and what she has left of her.
That's good. Stop there.
Wow.
So,
So mom obviously had no problem with him being that way, but she said like he was some creepy fetish guy. Well, that's exactly what he was.
I mean, they clearly were very open about this with each other, where they talked about it.
I mean, that's creepy.
Well, again, it goes back to what I always say is that the world is
sick.
Well, it's just that people are living in these fantasy states.
Yes.
I mean, and it's just,
well, it's obvious like the role playing was something for him. He was a LARPer, and they
That's what I'm
dress up
saying.
and have all this stuff, and they start to take it for real. And they really get into this character. He was getting into the same thing. And, there's got to be a way to teach people that maybe that's a dangerous thing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're meeting strangers online to act up. You don't know. You don't know who you're meeting.
I'm sorry, dreaming.
I know.
I know.
I
crazy.
feel so sheltered and I've never heard
I-
such things. Very hard to listen to. I'm sorry.
It is.
It's hard to
I
listen
couldn't
to.
believe it.
Yeah,
Yes, this
it's very difficult.
it's wild. And so that was actually part of the jury selection process. They had to ask them questions like, these are some of the topics that are going to come up during the trial.
Are you comfortable with them?
You know, they talked about the websites and the role playing and things of that nature.
I don't know how
Are you going to
could
be
see
able
this
to kind of get through that, or is that going to be too trouble? You know, they asked those type of questions apparently today at the jury selection.
I know. I can't
Well,
imagine talking to my mother about those things. That's
I,
weird.
I was gonna say, I said that right, Deanna, in chat, because that's I agree.
What's that?
She said,
When your mom knows all about your kink life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, no way could I have had conversations
I
like
don't
that
want
with
that
any of my
conversation.
parents,
right.
cousins, siblings. Nobody in the family could I have conversations like that with. But you know, everybody's different, I guess. But that's
well, just opening yourself up to strangers and not knowing what host of problems that could bring is an issue. No matter what, it being consensual or whatever, it's dangerous.
yeah. Wannabe sleuth and something says meeting strangers online is dangerous, but I'm not going to judge him for a kink, even if it's weird to me. Yeah, I mean, it's
right.
Yeah.
I mean, that is but meeting strangers online is always dangerous, and you walk into someone's home, you don't know what you're entering. Even if it's
Well, I mean-
consensual, you don't know if they're married or what. Somebody could have come home, and you know, you just don't know.
It's taking role play
He
a
didn't
little too
deserve this
far.
regard. I mean, obviously he did not deserve this. He just thought he was meeting with another consenting adult
See,
for
but the thing is that websites like this in general are, I mean, I know people think it's freeing and all this
Yes.
stuff, but it's not. It's
Right.
dangerous is what it is. I'm
Because
sorry.
they,
That's how I
I mean,
feel.
it is dangerous. It is dangerous because what they did is they created a catfish account for someone else. Someone could do that to you or you or you know, and make an account, and then something like that could happen.
Well, not me.
Well,
It's not
other
gonna
things
happen to
like
me.
this happen.
Anyone,
I mean,
though,
not
could-
like this,
could
but
be- right.
terrible things have happened with these accounts and things before.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I misunderstood.
What?
I thought she was saying I was going to make an account. I'm like, no, I'm not. I would
No,
never
I'm-
do that. I know what
No.
you're saying now.
No,
I
I'm
get-
saying anyone could make an account and say that they're you. You know, anybody can catfish people, and I think a lot of times that's what most people do because they don't want to say, "Oh, this is me, and I want to do this."
And
But
Richard Mama says it could have been his mom knew for safety's sake in meeting with strangers. Like maybe she knew when he had dates.
I mean,
That's possible. I mean,
there's some
people have
peop-
different level of intimacy.
there are
with their
parents that
children,
kind of have
you
that
know.
friendship kind of thing with their
Right.
children, and that's fine.
I'm
That's-
more of
right,
a,
Donna, I'm with Donna. How do you
What?
know? How do you know they could be into choking you out?
right,
right.
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 I mean, it's just taking role play a little too far.
And could we just big picture this whole thing for a second too before we go
Sure.
on with this? So this whole thing, the whole big picture of this is so insane. So Brendan, because of this affair with this 23-year-old Brazilian au pair,
Mhm.
instead of just leaving his wife, he decides that the best course of action is to train
Allegedly.
her, all allegedly, if the prosecution's correct. Well, she's already pled guilty, so she is guilty in the eyes of the law at this point of the plan.
Mhm.
So if this is all true, then instead of just leaving her, getting a divorce, separating, whatever, he decides that the best way is to do this elaborate plan, get the au pair involved, get blood on her hands too,
Ruin her life. as well.
destroy the life of his 4-year-old girl,
Right.
wipe out his wife, and not even just like kill her, make her think she's being essayed, then make her believe that he's the hero for a moment, and then he turns on her.
Right.
What in the world was going through her mind? The betrayal and fear that woman must have been going through in those last few minutes of her life are really unbelievable.
Right.
I think about that part where he comes in, he shoots Ryan in the head. She thinks, "Oh my God, my husband just saved me." And then he tells Juliana to call 911. The other guy's alive. He's like, hang up. And then he grabs the knife from Ryan and comes to her and starts stabbing her in the neck. If that's all ends up being proven true, what she went through in those last minutes
No, I don't remember that.
is unreal. What's that?
Cheryl says, do you remember the guy who wanted to be cannibalized? So bizarre.
Yes, I do remember a case like that.
And then Wannabe Sleuth and something says, as a boy mom, the thought of him going to a stranger's house to be potentially unalived or to catch crustaceans is horrifying.
I may not know that.
Going to a stranger's house at all, I think.
Yeah.
Sean, Butterfly Kisses, says, I'm watching an old TV show, The Closer, and they had something similar to this one in their episodes. It's just scary stuff. I wonder if it was inspired by this, depending on how old it is. I wonder if they got the story from the headlines.
I mean, he may have come up with the plan.
And I'm with Cool Cougar real quick. Y'all just get a divorce.
Yeah, just get a divorce.
Just get a divorce.
Yeah. I mean,
crustaceans was crabs.
Oh.
Thank you, Pam.
Got it.
We are so not hip.
I'm with dreaming. This may be the craziest case I've ever heard.
Right?
It's pretty crazy.
And then the mom gets involved, trying to back the girl, and then she turns on it. I mean, it's just insane.
It's Chris Watts, right?
I thought of Chris Watts with this too. It's like, why didn't he just leave? Got to annihilate everyone and then start having the 4-year-old call the au pair mommy. Just incredible.
Nina, I did not put it online yet. I meant to do it Friday. I will work on that tomorrow. I'm sorry. I forgot all about it. She wants the nobody cares. I did make a nobody cares emoji that's in chat. I did do that. I keep wanting to sit down with Aunt E and have her approve it before I put it up, and I haven't taken the time to do that. She's been out of town.
And with him being a criminal investigator also, he knows kind of what evidence looks like and knows, he knows how criminals act, and that he thought he would get away with this is kind of unbelievable too.
Yeah. I'm with Deanna. Such a cruel mind to set up a stranger.
Yeah.
And his own wife.
Yeah. And he's
even to know to look at that.
You're also disgracing her memory by making it appear to the world that she was this, cheating wife doing
and that
these
did
wild
things behind his back.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's what his intention was. I think his intention was to make it look like this guy was just an unaliver, and he broke in and did this to her. That's what I don't think it was to show that they had a hookup. I think it was
that might be right.
I think
you don't know how that was going to be presented, but they made these profiles and things. They have to be smart enough to come up with this plan. They have to be smart enough to think, well, they're going to look for forensic or digital evidence, right?
Right.
Well, maybe. I think it was supposed to look like he was.
I think that was the
muddies
backup.
her name too, though. That's
right.
Works.
Yeah, just a complete. It is if he's not a psychopath, I don't know who is.
Angel Wings says there was another case like this a few years ago. This might be the same case, Angel Wings, because this was a few years back, and they're just now going to trial tomorrow.
It just took him a little while to lock it in.
Dreaming says him speaking early at age 1 year old makes me wonder if he was neurodivergent and didn't fully comprehend the dangers around him, maybe level 1. Have they mentioned if Brendan had any medical diagnoses?
I couldn't find a whole lot on Brendan outside of that, the mother talking. That was about all I could find on him. I don't even know what he did for a living. I couldn't locate that anywhere.
Right. No forced entry.
I knew he lived in Springfield, Virginia. But outside of that, I don't know what he did as a career.
And Witchy Mama said, wasn't there a case like this in St. Paul, Minnesota?
Oh, that might have been.
I don't remember.
I think it depends on what aspect of this you're talking about. If you mean like the setting up the catfishing kind of thing, I don't know. I don't know that case, of course. Or if you mean like an au pair, the nanny kind of thing, that's happened before for sure in a lot of cases. But setting this guy up to come in and do all this is pretty insane.
One of the charges that he's is receiving is child abuse or something like that.
Neglect, right?
It wasn't neglect; it was child abuse
because
I
the
think
child was there.
Okay, but they had, and people were saying, oh, they kept him in the basement. It was a finished basement. It wasn't like they put him in a dark room and forced him to stay down there.
It looked like a play area or like a TV room.
Yeah, look, it was nice.
It's because they knowingly brought the child into a home where they knew violence was about to occur.
Okay.
So that's why that charge got added later.
Okay.
I want to go through a little bit too on the defense, some of the points they're going to make throughout the trial. One thing is the little girl's statements to police that day are out. They're not going to be able to use those because they would have had to have gotten permission from the father before speaking to her. Of course,
wow.
You got to leave?
It's bedtime.
Okay. At that point, they wouldn't have known. They didn't know that they were going to need to get that permission. They just were talking to the girl. So whatever she said that day, the judge has already tossed that out. The big thing the big two obstacles I think that the prosecution is going to have and the defense is going to argue, they had an investigator come in and do forensics about this account on the fetish website. That first investigator said he believed that it was actually Christine's account and that she was the one interacting with Joseph Ryan. He got removed from the case at some point. They say it wasn't disciplinary or because of the case. They just moved him to some other department or whatever. But the defense is saying, oh no, it is specifically because he wouldn't toe the line and stick to the narrative that the prosecution is trying to paint about his client. So they're going to use that opinion as part of their defense, saying, no, Christine actually was in communication with the Joseph Ryan. And then some other forensic people have also agreed that it was her on the account. Others, of course, will disagree. So you're going to have a battle of experts talking about whether Christine actually ran that account or not. Then the other thing you're going to have to wonder and wonder how this goes over with the jury is Juliana. So they're going to know that she made a deal, that she took a plea deal to testify against Brendan. So is she giving a fake story to get herself out of prison, get 8 years or so taken off her sentence and go back home to Brazil? Or is she telling a true story? So there's going to be is the jury going to buy it? Are they going to believe the tale she has? And they're going to try to attack her credibility as much as possible. And, obviously she's already admitting that she was having an affair with her boss's husband, that she took the firearm and shot Ryan in the head herself. So she's no saint as a testifying witness. So I think that might be a part of the problem for them.
Pam was wanting to know why Christine's mom was bankrolling wrong one. Sorry. Why was Christine's mom bankrolling the au pair?
I think she wanted to keep her from making a deal is my guess. I think that's what it was. She was trying to keep her happy. And, trying to protect her son at all costs. That's what it seems like. I mean, maybe she leaves Brendan, but I don't know. I don't know how you could.
She's going to try to keep her son out of jail.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it might be pretty hard to accept that your son could do something like that.
There was one. Witchy Mama said 2021 Stephen Allwine, Red Room for Hire on Dark Web, St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay. That was the case. It was similar. So
more of a hitman kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those hitman deals, they usually turn out to be a Fed on the other end. It's usually how those end. But was this one where they actually did find an actual hitman? They usually end up talking to some kind of informant and, they get arrested before it actually happens. What else do you think on defense and prosecution, Auntie, the trial coming up?
Well, I think that, you always have specialists that will come on and say, forensic specialists or, expert witnesses that, they what are, and they say, okay, this guy's an expert, but you're always going to have an opposite. You're always going to find an expert that they accept the testimony from that's the opposite of what the prosecution is going to bring forward. And that reminds me of the Murdaugh case, because they had people that came in and tried to negate what they were saying, but they will have to be really convincing, because I know with that case specifically, it was very easy to see what happened, and all of the expert witnesses for the prosecution were way more detailed and more convincing. So I'm kind of curious to see how well these other expert witnesses or experts in the field come up with the forensics. Like how did they know it was her? How are they sure? That type of thing. That'll be really interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be all of that stuff, right? It's going to be blood spatter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that was one of the things that moved the case along later. When that all started to come back, they realized the bodies had been positioned and moved. It's going to be a lot of phone data stuff. Like where were people located when Christine's account was being activated? The phone calls at McDonald's and she's down the street. Will it look natural, or will it look staged and coordinated?
Well, if he's smart, they had burner phones that they were communicating with, and they weren't using their real cell phones. And I mean, with him being an IRS agent, the investigator, you would think he would know all those things. So I'm curious to see how stupid they were, and how much they actually, did. I hope I agree with Romy too. She said, I hope it was a good investigation, because that's going to tell you everything. If it's not a good investigation and they just don't have the evidence or the expert witnesses to testify, phone forensics, that kind of stuff, then the case might not hold water.
I just remembered another detail. Juliana said that they put in like extra. He put in special windows before the crime too, and he went inside the house and he would scream and asking her if she could hear him. Wow. So he had these like soundproof kind of windows put in the house before the crime as well. So there's a lot of little things like that are all going to point toward the premeditation of this. Just a really,
I wonder how much of a communication barrier it's going to be too. I mean, she spoke pretty good English. However, it's hard sometimes, and they don't always give all the details. I noticed when they were asking her questions, her details were lacking.
Yeah, I think when you watch it, it looks like she had just repeated the story a couple of times. So she's like, "Oh well, this time I'll try to give more details or whatever." So they were kind of filming it and trying to make sure that she got everything in there.
He thought he'd gotten away scot-free when she got arrested and nothing happened to him.
Yeah. Do we know where the child is?
I don't know who has the child. I was thinking about that earlier. She'd be about 6 years old now, so
what a horrible thing for that kid to have to go through. And I mean, luckily she hopefully won't remember anything that happened that day, because she was sheltered from it in the basement. But
I don't think she saw. I mean, she might have heard gunshots. I don't know if 4 years old is kind of that borderline. How aware would you be?
Right.
Right. It is. But just the fact that she was calling her mommy now, and her,
how
so
confusing for the child. And Witchy Mama is right. Court is required to offer a translator. Many people prefer to have testify in their native tongue, which is probably what will happen if I had to guess.
Yeah, ESLP, English is a second language. She was fluent.
Angel Wings. Thank you for the Cash App. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angel Wings. We appreciate that.
But I do think that I do think if she possibly was talking in her native tongue, there'd be more detail, because, we'll see. We'll see. She'll be coached. I'm sure her attorneys will coach her and how to handle things as well. And they'll go over it and over it and over it.
She's got a lot on the line. She's got to do a good job if she wants to go home.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do hate this part of it that, you know, she shot him in the head. I mean, by her own admission,
Right.
finished him off. And
And she knew he wasn't, you know, if the case is,
yeah.
that's really what happened. She knew he was an innocent bystander, but, you know, basically.
And if it goes the way she wants, she's going to spend maybe a year and a half or 2 in jail for it,
Right.
you know? So that's, but ultimately, I mean, if you have to pick one, you want Brendan to pay the price because you could make the argument that Brendan did have some leverage over her being from another country under his employ,
Much younger.
you know, he had all the leverage in terms of power, and he's a law enforcement officer as well. She doesn't even probably understand, didn't really
Right.
understand his role. She couldn't even describe it on the scene. But all she knows is he's got a gun and a badge, and so he's a person of authority and power. And I mean, he's the ringleader, obviously, in this whole thing. Allegedly, of course, if he's convicted. I want to go into a little bit on what happened with jury selection today. They didn't video this. Virginia rarely allows video, but they are making an exception for this case, so they are going to start. They're allowing a pool of cameras in tomorrow. If the trial might start tomorrow, they said it may not. Looks like it will,
Why wouldn't?
Real Me Too has a really good point. She said there was no reason to give her such a good deal, but shows case is questionable, meaning that if they didn't have her to testify, they probably couldn't get a conviction.
Some things I was reading, police have kind of said we had a couple of dozen theories, and she helped us find out which one was the correct theory. Okay. So they had a lot of evidence pointing in a lot of directions, and she helped them, figure out exactly what happened, because it's complicated.
It was complicated, and I think she was probably very manipulated. And she's looking at this nice house. She's in this country, and she's thinking this is her ticket. So I feel like that's what her motivation was to do what he wanted.
Yeah,
she might have been somewhat scared of him as well.
I don't know. You might be giving her too much credit.
True.
Yeah.
It takes two to tango.
I mean,
and that's what Animal Keeper, she said, terrible. Will she end up doing this again down the road with another person in another country?
We don't know whose idea it was. We don't know what's going to come out in the trial.
Right.
I am certain a lot has been held back. There are some gaps in things here. Like,
thank you, Donna.
I'll tell you the biggest question I have before the au pair left the house. They took her phone and put it in a drawer and turned it off. And in the fantasy, Christine was supposed to be asleep. How did they know at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7:45 in the morning, Christine would be asleep with her phone turned off in the drawer?
Mm-hmm.
How could you know that? Like, did they drug her? Or did she normally sleep late hours because of weird hours at the hospital or something?
It said she was an OR pediatric
nurse practitioner,
but she worked emergencies, what I saw. And so she could have like worked a night shift or something and been dead asleep. Yeah, and they knew she would be dead asleep.
But if she wasn't asleep, yeah. So, but that's my question. But they took the phone, turned it off, put it in the drawer. This is according to Juliana, of course. This was so that when they called, it would go straight to voicemail. It would fit their framing job of her not answering a call. That's a big gamble that she's not going to wake up, get up for a glass of water, have a rough night's sleep, whatever, even if she normally was asleep that time of day. So I'm going to be curious if
toxicology, if they did.
Yeah, we haven't heard a report on, they've done an autopsy, but we didn't hear about if there was anything in her system. Right. So anyway, I'll be curious. Was she drugged, or were they just assuming she'd be asleep at that time? I don't know.
Too says, how could a father trust someone like this to watch his child if she's capable of this? Right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And Deanna says, good point. Was there anything odd found in the autopsy tox screen? Exactly.
Most of these things they've held back. They haven't released the 911 call. They've only done just a couple of quotes.
And Witchy Mama says it could have been her normal morning sleep and the child was taken out for outing, so it would be quiet.
Yeah.
But could be their normal routine.
Yeah.
It's just
but
very
Ryan's
sad.
instruction was he was going to come in and she was going to be asleep in the bed. Like that was what he was told, supposedly, if we're understanding this. And of course, we'll see all these messages and everything that were going back and forth with Ryan and Christine's account. But
And Dreaming says, I work nights in the hospital, and after 12 to 16 hours, you are normally out and feel like a zombie.
yeah,
So,
and that might be the case. They may have just known if she was coming home at say 4 a.m. or whatever that she'd be out.
Get asleep. Yeah.
yeah.
And maybe
Pam
she's a
was
sound
saying that
sleeper.
too.
And
She said if she's a nurse, she may have been on call for OR or something, and drugging is a possibility as well.
Yeah.
So, it's just so sad.
that'll be a thing.
But every
look
time,
for.
but I guess the whole thing is when we started, we first just saw, oh, wow, that's crazy. That was an IRS agent. And then we got a little deeper and we're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then we got a little deeper and then we're like, oh, wow. And all day he kept coming to me going, you're not going to believe this.
I know you get to stuff like the windows.
Right. You didn't even tell me.
There's pictures of her at the range practicing.
Yeah, have you seen that one? Like he took pictures of her at the range, guys.
I mean,
he took pictures of her
and swapping out her picture at the nightstand with his wife's picture. It's just, it's incredible.
What do you mean pictures at the range?
There's pictures of her at the range.
When he took her to teach her how to shoot.
He didn't take pictures. It's security video.
Oh, I thought he took them.
Yeah, no, it was a still of her there. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he took them. My bad. I really did. I was really offended by it.
But they.
Sorry, that was my bad.
It's just so dark and evil to do that. Just for this little fling that started that was never going to last.
Sorry.
Just unbelievable. But anyway, they'll I don't know what's going to happen with this trial. Like I said, it's not going to be a slam dunk, because the jury, it's going to depend on the jury, what they think of Juliana, what they think about it's a complicated, I mean, you heard how we went through it tonight. It's a complicated conspiracy. And so are they going to believe it? I mean, in a way, the simpler story is, yeah, this guy was attacking my wife. I came in and shot him. What's all this about catfishing and whatever? And, if you're thinking the defense, they can kind of come in and say something like, the simplest answer is usually the correct one. And the simple answer here is Christine was alone. This guy was watching. He's a LARPer and lonely guy and whatever. He attacked her and he wasn't expecting her husband to come back home. And if the jury believes that, he's out. Or if a couple of them believe it and it's a hung jury, he's out. I mean, it could go that way. Or people may just not believe Juliana, just thinking she's a gold digger, whatever. Depends on how they want to paint her. And that she's just saying whatever she's got to say to get free. So, and then he might take the stand. There's a lot of stuff that could happen.
Sorry, I'm trying to find that picture. I can't find it.
A whispering winds, Donna. A LARPer is someone like that does it's live action role play. That's what LARP is, live action role play. And they like dress up and how can you better? You might be able to.
We saw one at the park once.
They used to do it in Nashville. You'd go to the parks. You'd see the guys like they dress up in like foam armor and stuff. Like they make foam swords.
They look kind of medieval kind of look to them, and
it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but you act it out. Life. Like you act it, like running around in the woods and chasing each other and acting out adventures.
Or not Game of Thrones. Well, I guess Game of Thrones, but think of like The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Them, dressing up like that and then acting out roles.
Yeah.
So.
Apparently that was something he was into.
Hold on 1 second. I've got it finally.
Yeah, I've seen people play that, be in clubs and do that.
Well, we saw it at the park. The first time we ever saw it, we were like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, we saw these guys chasing each other with these swords and shields in the. I don't remember what park we were at.
I thought we were there for like soccer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
like, what's going on?
We were like, "What the heck is going on here?"
Wannabe sleuthing something said it's for nerds like me. I have a corset and a cloak. Yeah, they dress, it's just live action role play. It's what it is.
There's the picture. And then also, real quick, I Am Quilting has been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much, I Am Quilting. We appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, I'm Quilting.
Okay, there it is. That's her at the range, practicing her gun.
And at this point, she knows the plan. She knows what she's doing. There was something else I wanted to mention about the jury selection. We said they have 16 jurors because 4 of them are like alternate types. It is 7. Oh, I know. 7 women, 9 men. The judge is Penny Escarate. I'm probably mispronouncing that. It's A-Z Penny, Penney.
Okay.
Last name Azcarate. If that judge sounds familiar, it's the same judge that did the Johnny Depp trial.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you followed that trial, it's the same judge.
Interesting.
With what's her name? What was the girl's name?
Amber
Amber
Heard.
Heard. Yeah.
Amber Heard, yeah.
And
So I
I
just
Am
thought that was
Quilting,
interesting.
You are so cute.
So Escarate or Escarate or whatever their name is.
I like Escarate.
They are used to cameras being in the courtroom. So that may be why they had no problem allowing that here, because apparently Virginia doesn't usually do this.
Right.
But they're doing it in this case.
Can I tell I'm Quilting this? You're so cute. I'm catching up, but in my day, role playing was wearing a French maid costume. Exactly.
More innocent times, weren't they?
Yeah. And that was risque.
Not running into people's homes with knives and, it's crazy. Right.
Craziness. Well,
I know.
That's about it. Are we going to cover it? We've been kind of, we have an appointment with a doctor in the morning.
We do have doctor tomorrow. So if we do it, it'll probably be one of us doing it until the other gets home. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it starts at 10 tomorrow.
That's Eastern.
Yeah.
Eastern.
So 9 Central.
Yeah, I've got an appointment at 10 tomorrow, so I won't be able to get on till later if you all are on.
Oh, and I won't do it by myself. So
it
would have to be you.
It'll either be me or it's
or
not
nothing.
happening. Yeah. which means you're going
But
to
I'll hop on. I'll hop on when I get back.
Before we get off, I go ahead and read that,
Well,
and I want to mention something. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Dreaming says, what's crazy is she probably went home after being at the range and sat down and had dinner with this family, knowing what they were planning to do
I
to her.
know.
So sick.
Or made dinner for
Yeah.
the family.
Think of all the conversations they'd had. Because you get, when somebody's taking care of your children, you become like, especially living with you, they're like part of the family.
Right.
And she'd been there for 2 years. It's it really is like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
It really,
movie.
really is.
I'll have to, yeah.
Except, that dad wasn't on board. If you remember, that dad fought her off. He loved his wife.
Right. So not exactly the same situation.
Well, it seems to me that the defense will probably make it look like Hand That Rocks the Cradle anyway. That she pursued him. I guarantee you that's what
they could go that way. They could go like it was her.
They could say, yeah, they very well could.
I bet the wife was good to her.
I bet so.
Too.
I bet so too.
Okay.
She seems like a pretty straight-laced, good, solid type of person going
She
through
seemed
her.
like a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my spreadsheet. I worked really hard on it, y'all. And I've got all the cases that we are looking to follow. And I added the Banfield case today because it was the first one. Tomorrow, it looks like Rebecca Park, Courtney Bradley, and are going to be in court tomorrow for a probable cause hearing.
Yeah.
Dale Warner, final pretrial hearing starts on the 14th. Kimberly Park will go for her probable cause hearing, even though it's the same case number. I wondered if that was a typo, if she's not going to be there on the 13th, but it has her for the 14th. And then if you guys remember Andrew McGann, he's got another hearing. A lot of these are just kind of like pretrial.
A lot of this is, yes.
Yeah.
Possible plea
Settlement.
deals, things like that.
Let's see.
And the Dale Warner one was one we were planning on doing because it starts pretty soon. But we were reading that in Michigan, the live streaming
It's possible that they're
it's
not
more
gonna share it.
rare than it happens. Like chances are not good that they're going to stream that one. So if they do, we'll do it. I think if we can.
Thank you. And if you
but
guys
we just don't know.
If you guys are in the Discord, I did put a PDF up of this. It does not have the Banfield case though. So if you are in our Discord as a channel member, you can have access to the PDF version of this, but it's got all the case numbers and everything. So, you can look those up. And actually it even has, let's see, I even went as far as having the links of the court ones that I could find that go along with the court. So you can click on there and search the case number and find the information. And the counties it's got all the good stuff in it. So just because we felt like we were kind of getting our head.
Yeah, losing track of all this, right? You can't keep all this in your head. It's too many cases.
Right.
And you don't want to forget about them.
Is the Brandy Elliott case in Kentucky?
No, it's Sumner.
Did I make a mistake?
I saw something that said Kentucky, and I was like, "Who's in Y'all go all the way over to the other side."
There's Brandy Elliott, Sumner County, Tennessee. No, Jefferson, Kentucky is the mom that attacked her daughter with a hammer, but survived.
Okay, gotcha.
Her daughter did survive. You could also tell everybody what Real Me Too sent you about.
Sent me
about RJ's.
What was it sent in?
Oh, she sent it to me.
I'll read it if you like. If you want to forward it to me, but you or you could if you just want to read it.
Here you go. I'll just hand you my phone. It's
we didn't know this till we were live, but this is crazy. So the many of you probably saw, and we talked about it I think on Friday. The 12-year-old boy, RJ Davis, that had been missing just outside of Oklahoma City, was seen near a Quality Inn. He'd been gone for over a week, and the parents got arrested for all kinds of essay and such against the child. Crimes against nature was the one that stuck out against the mom, which kind of got everybody's attention there. So like 6 or 7 days after he went missing, they arrested them, charged them with that, and then the police came out and said, hey, if you're running and you're out there, you are not going back to these parents. We assure you, you are not going back to them, because he'd already run away 3 times now, at least, maybe more. And so somehow he has been rescued, found, came back. I don't know how that played out exactly. So that of course was wonderful news. And he was been to the hospital and getting all the care that he needs at that point. But then Real Me Too tonight sent Ryan Davis's stepfather, George Cole, reportedly hanged himself today from the top bunk using a bed sheet. After about 30 minutes of CPR, first responders were able to revive him, and he is currently being treated at a hospital. But I guess he survived. But 30 minutes.
Some reports say that he's going to be like brain dead or something.
I would think if it took 30 minutes.
The United Cajun Navy is who found him. Thank you, Real Me Too.
How is that right?
Yes, they found him in a hotel.
They found him in a hotel?
Well, I heard 2 different stories. I heard they found him in a hotel. I also heard that they found him.
I haven't looked at it at all.
In an area near a hotel.
I'm so glad they found him.
Was it near the hotel he disappeared at?
Hang on.
I mean, that's okay, but I mean,
we can look into it.
Oh, I see. She sent the post.
She sent the whole post. Yeah,
I thought this was her typing.
No,
she sent the post.
I had it pulled up. I was looking at it. Hang on.
Well, while he's looking,
yeah, somebody else is saying it was like a shelter.
Yeah, but then he was taken to a hotel, or it was near a hotel.
And he was brought back to the hotel.
Yes.
Well, either way, he's getting away from these parents.
Yes, he'll be getting
so that's
help.
That's great. Yeah, so the guy tries to take his own life and may have left himself
Right.
severely brain damaged.
Angel Wings, when we heard that he was found, this is exactly what we said.
RJ heard what the sheriff said on TV while he was missing.
Yeah,
And we said that is what, prompted him.
And then Ryan
Yeah.
was watching the news about them searching for him. He was taken to the hotel.
Gotcha.
Is this a fact or opinion? Is that what's being said? That's what happened?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it at all.
Okay. I know. I was asking Real Me Too. I just wasn't sure if she's thinking that's what happened or that is what, like, she knows that's what happened.
Okay. See, I'm getting a lot of different stories here in chat. I'm seeing he was in a house and that he was near the family home. A lot of different stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's a way to look at it there. Want to be sleeping something?
Yeah. So that's,
So
it says
that kid was his own hero. That's something I keep thinking about with him.
I know you were going to talk about it Friday.
Yeah. So if you think of how things just played out with him, he runs away at least once to the aunt. CPS, police get involved. He goes back to the parents. He runs away again, goes to the aunt. CPS, police get involved. He goes back to the parents. Third time, he stays away long enough for it to become a national story. And it took them a while to even call him an endangered child. It was several days after he disappeared before they did. It was like the 6th or something.
So yeah, this Shih Tzu mom said he was found near family property in the woods as of the last press conference. See, I have not looked at this. I have not had time to do this today.
Yeah, I looked it up and I just found key points. It said he was found safe on January 11th, thanks in part to volunteers from the nonprofit United Cajun Navy. After being found, he was taken back to safety where community members were present. And that's all I found.
Okay, Real Me Too says when he was taken in an ambulance, he was taken from a hotel. They had a sheet blocking his view, but he was near a mile from his home.
Yeah.
And want to be sleuthing something. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, I'm afraid that that's probably what it was. That'd be my guess too. In case but what she says is, does anyone else buy the Friday night baths at the hotel story? I think he was being rented. And if you're listening and you don't know this story, that's why the parents said they were at the hotel in the first place. Right. They had a fifth wheel. They said their water wasn't working. They would occasionally go to the hotels and take their showers, which
would be a lot less expensive to get your water fixed.
I mean, there'd be a lot cheaper ways to get showers than go to a hotel every time you needed a shower.
I don't know. Maybe take your RV to a campsite
and
hook it up to the water.
You could do that. Yeah, you could do that a lot cheaper instead of hotels. So yeah, I don't buy that story either. But he rescued himself, really, because everybody was failing him around him, and by him staying out long enough for an investigation to happen, he got his parents arrested, and now he's probably never going back to that situation. So
and
good for him.
Too sent you a text, and Dreaming said, I heard he was found in a shelter close by. I think it was like a shelter, like he made a shelter, or like some kind of lean-to close by, and had on steel-toe boots and was able to thankfully access food and water. He is a very smart kid, wise beyond his years, said he had to grow up too fast.
Yeah. But
Real Me Too sent. We can do this on Friday, but yeah, she sent me the footage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
well, we'll talk about it on Friday for sure. Anyway.
Yeah. Before we go though, I would thank you, Real Me Too. Before we go though, I would like to see interest level from the guys, if you guys that are still here, if you would give us a 1 in chat if you think you'd want to watch this case with us on air, where we kind of stop and talk and
like we did in Megan
Boswell, or a number 2 if you're just not interested in doing that and you want to wait till like a Dale Warner or something else.
Yeah, and this
I think our second option is going to be Dale Warner.
My understanding is the trial days are Monday through Thursday.
Oh wow, I didn't think. Well, look at you guys. I
Sounds
thought,
like
I thought we were
everybody's
going to get
wanting
all
to hear-
twos. I was
All twos. You didn't think we'd get all twos. You knew some people would want to watch this.
Well, I mean, it's such a fascinating story. I
just wanna
really am
see this
anxious
guy
to
get
see,
justice.
see how the prosecution, if they've got their ducks in a row.
Oh, the big day is going to be when Juliana takes a stand.
Right.
That's going to be the
Yeah, even if we didn't follow this, we may have to follow it that day.
yeah.
Got lots of ones. I haven't seen the two yet.
Yeah. Real Me Too says you have a kinky audience. It is salacious. The whole thing is that's a good word for it, right?
It's crazy.
It's got a little bit of everything. It's got the diabolical crime. It's got crazy tragedy, evil, the au pair.
And just know that
it feels like a movie. It really does.
It does. But the content may be a little bit explicit at times. So just know, know that up front.
Yeah.
Shih Tzu Mom says you've got my mind running.
It may get our whole channel taken down running this case.
No. Well, we
once they
always
get to
say
the
that. Well, I would say that you said the M word a lot tonight, so I don't expect much monetization or the ability to hype. Apparently,
is that
some of our videos can be hyped.
I did my
some
best.
Can't.
I did my best.
No, you didn't.
I did. I tried.
No, you can't right off the bat saying the M word. Right off the bat.
I didn't even notice.
Well, so do the news clips we're playing. They're saying all the words, so that works against us too,
see,
right?
The news doesn't get penalized by YouTube.
But it's during our stream, right? Doesn't it also pick that up?
It picks it up because it does it with AI. But what I'm saying is they don't penalize the news and the court TVs
I know.
that stuff. They penalize the small channels like us.
Oh, right.
So,
No, I'm sure I know that's part of the deal.
but that's fine.
But that's okay.
I mean, it's not shocking. Like our last video did really well, but
Because I did better with the words.
it did.
Yeah.
But then you can't hype it.
Yeah.
For some reason, no hype ability.
I thought you could only hype if you have over a certain number of views.
Well, it's got over 5,000 views.
Huh.
So
I don't
that doesn't make sense either.
I don't know.
And then one of our Friday videos had the ability to be hyped. Bizarre. I just don't understand it. I know, right? Well, they don't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't. Apparently, the advertisers don't mind that at all.
Yeah. You can cuss, but you can't say the M word or R word or S word or K word or,
It's weird. It's a lot of words.
That's so funny. Wannabe Sleuths and Stuff says it's so hard. It reminds me of that baby shower game where you can't say baby. I lost the game in 2 seconds because I sounded like Justin Bieber and I was like, baby, baby, baby. Oh, that's so
really funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. And back on track with Cass says YouTube language is hard when you're not used to talking like that in daily life.
Well,
doing the red rums and all that stuff.
And the pew pew pews. Yeah. And it makes you feel like a toddler trying to talk.
Yeah. And I don't even know what the list really is. I should probably go look at that at some point. Is there an actual list somewhere?
No, it's just kind of like a
people have figured it out.
Urban legend or something.
It probably makes no difference at all.
I think I really do think you did get shadow banned. I really do.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure I can,
I think this is true too.
I
She
think
thinks YT. I don't think YT knows what it's doing.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't either. They
The
let
bots
they
are
let
just
they let the crazy
whatever.
the bots are going amok. They let crazy things happen, and then they like one of our Megan Bos, our least.
Yeah.
This is funny. Aunt E, you'll think this is funny. The sentencing day for Megan Boswell got the yellow, which means it's a warning and you're not going to get fully monetized and all this stuff. Okay.
The sentencing?
The sentencing.
Mm-hmm.
Granted.
Well, that had nothing in it.
That's what I'm saying. But the rest of the week, completely fine.
Well, they're talking about all those details.
They're talking
about the baby
like,
and
the baby
everything.
and how the baby was found and
No
fine.
problem. It
No
had no problem with that. But the sentencing day we got, and she appealed it, and they still hold it up. We don't know why.
That's weird.
And they wouldn't even really explain it. They just said, essentially, we checked it again and you're wrong.
Yeah. All right.
I think it just depends on who's checking.
Well, it was bizarre. Like I
And
said.
it's like Rumi too said, so many people cover the trials too.
I know.
So many people cover the trials.
Mhm.
Well, I think, it's just,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes.
yeah, I'll that $9 whole from
I
that
know,
day. I'm
I
not
know.
really worried about. But anyway, what was I going to say? But anyway, well, I'm glad to know that you guys are interested in
Yeah.
it. So, like I said, one of us will have to.
We'll
go.
try to do it tomorrow
We'll
if we
try,
can.
and if not, we can maybe do
We can do updates and pick up
an
where we left
update
off.
or
It-
something.
we
if
might
we
could-
can't.
We might could we even if we can't do it, can we record it and maybe do highlights from it or something?
Maybe.
If we can't actually do it live, possible.
Since we started the stream, there has been a new development in our home that
Okay.
I was going to wait, but I'll go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
Biggie may have a pretty bad cold.
Oh,
Like,
well, that is different.
he was, when I went to give him his medicine, he was sounding like you snoring.
Oh, so it's really bad.
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
Well, that's too bad. Well, that might affect things.
That might
too.
change things
Yeah.
too. So
So we'll see how he's feeling in the morning.
yeah, and Middley hasn't been feeling great, and he's going to go to the doctor tomorrow and get an infusion. So other than that,
Dreaming is going to try to help us out by. I'll try to be better about what I type. Maybe we should just communicate in emojis.
no, I don't think it might have. I doubt it has anything to do with that. I really think it has with the fact that we don't censor our words, and we're not a big channel, so they can push us around. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Who knows? It's all probably just bots and algorithms, and it picks up the weird.
Right.
Picks up a random thing, and you don't know why.
Right.
Well, let's let everybody go because we do have to get
Yes.
ourselves to bed if we're going to get up and do the things tomorrow.
Mhm.
If Biggie is feeling well enough, then
Yeah.
we'll
'Cause
just see.
when he's sick, he requires a lot of attention.
We'll just see how he's doing
a lot
tomorrow.
of attention.
So that may not work.
He was pretty stuffed up. So, but I mean, it could be the weather has been going crazy. It was warm and now it's cold. So it could very well be the change.
How cold was it there today?
Right now,
It was definitely jacket hat weather.
It was cold here.
yeah, I look like a gnome at pickup for the kids. I looked like a gnome. I had a because my we call them in our house toboggans, right? People don't call them that. They're what do people call them? Beanies, skull caps,
Skull caps, beanies. I always called them toboggans.
I always called them toboggans too, and I think we did too.
Yeah.
And anyway, I had that on, and mine always kind of slowly rise up my head until I look like a gnome.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And so people at pickup must think I'm crazy. It's 37 degrees here.
Ooh, that's cold.
The low today is 23 and the high was 50. Tomorrow the high is 59. Woohoo! And the low is 33.
Oh, roll me to sing. You never heard that? You never heard toboggan for the hats?
Never heard of toboggans?
That's what we always called them. And I know other people in other parts of the country didn't call them that.
It's not supposed to get.
Yeah,
us
our kids
cold.
think we're crazy when we mention that.
The toboggans?
What's you mean a beanie?
Thursday
Stocking
night.
hat. Mhm.
Thursday night, it's supposed to get down to 34 here. That's really cold. Really cold.
Okay, bragger. Real Me Too says it was in the mid 80s this weekend and chilly today.
I know. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, last week
really
was
nice
great.
Last week.
Yeah, I know toboggans are technically sleds.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know where that started.
But anyway, that's what my mom called them,
Yes.
and apparently your mom.
Yes,
called them.
Donna.
Are you guys talking about beanie hats?
Yes,
Yes.
we
but
are.
We called them toboggans.
Dreaming toboggans too. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's funny. I don't know.
Iguanas
these-
falling. Yes, I heard there were iguanas falling all over.
What?
What? In Florida, that's a sign that it's super cold. The iguanas will literally fall out of the trees. They're in shock. They're not dead or anything. They just fall out of the trees in shock.
Oh my stars!
Yeah,
Wow.
a falling iguana.
Do you think you could record that? I'd like
I
to
don't
see
have
that.
any iguanas in any trees.
I know
I've
you
not
got
seen-
lizards, but
We got lots of lizards, but no iguanas.
And yeah, toboggans are sleds. Yeah, it's just we also called the hats toboggans for some.
We did
I don't know. That's
I
just,
don't
maybe
know.
it's a Southern thing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This might be kind of like, what was the stuffing dressing conversation we had?
Yeah, that's like
about Thanksgiving?
stuffing and
And
dressing.
it wasn't quite a Southern thing because there are lots of Midwestern people had the same. It just kind of was all over the map.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. So maybe it's toboggans like that. I don't know.
Right. Witchy Baba.
Yeah.
Gives a whole new meaning to the sky is falling. LOL. That is so true.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Lethem,
let them
41.
66, 41 tomorrow. Ooh. Well, it's
It's
nice
you
to
must
see
be
you.
up north. Want to know my hair secret?
Oh my gosh. Okay, two things. Congratulations, Dreaming.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dreaming won a $100 gift card to Pompano Joe's, which that's awesome. You're gonna have to get the grilled crab legs, right? That's my favorite.
That used to be our place.
Or
We went-
blackened crab legs.
We got them grilled. They were just grilled.
Grilled.
Crab.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so good. Oh, they had a good dip too. What's the dip there that's so good?
They have a crab dip that's pretty good, right?
I think.
Yeah,
that's
are
the
you
one.
thinking of
Yeah.
Dewey Destin's?
Oh, well, Dewey Destin's has a great crab dip too.
Yeah.
No, I'm Pompano Joe's. Is the
No, we
one-
got dip there.
No, we got dip at
Both.
Pompano Joe's. Yeah, both.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Surf Hut. Surf Hut's dip is the one that you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good. It's
Surf
really
Hut.
good. But what's funny is how she started this, because I thought we should start a channel when we do this
Uh-huh.
and call it Off Topic,
Off topic. Yeah.
you know,
Oh, right. Off topic.
instead of Hot Pocket.
Yes.
Off Topic. So,
And
Well,
I am
congratulations on
hoping-
the $100 gift card.
that's
good.
awesome.
That is. I don't have a hair secret except
Hi,
that
Brandy.
I only wash it like twice a week.
You're not
And I
supposed to
use all
wash your
natural
hair every
product.
day. It's bad
I
if you
used
wash
to.
your hair every day,
It is. I used to, and I don't do it anymore. I just
especially
use all
as you get
natural.
older. As you get older, it dries it out even worse.
The shampoo I use is called Monet, Monet, or Monette. I don't know how you say it. But
Did I say hi to Brandy? Hi, Brandy. Welcome in. Well, I think we're wrapping it up.
Yeah. But if you're joining us late, go back and rewatch this live stream.
It's crazy.
It is a wild case. It's a complicated case, but it is insane. And it's got a little bit of everything. So it's if we can work it out, we're going to try to do this trial as long as they say they're going to air it and stream it. So if they do, we'll do it. Tomorrow we might have to just do a recap just because of some health stuff with the kids. But outside of that, we'll get caught
But
back
I
up.
mean, keep your eye out, because if we are doing it, we'll do it from the beginning. Probably.
We'll try to. Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'll have to hop. I'll
We'll
hop
do
on
the best we can do.
If you're on, I'll hop on as soon as I get back from my hair appointment.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. And if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it if you haven't hit that like button. It really is a free way to help out the channel and get our name out there to other people. We're still shooting for our goal of having 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we would really appreciate it. What else? Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
All right. And thank you to our moderators, our subscribers, and our members. We appreciate you guys so much. And we hope you have a wonderful night.
Yes, Brandy, go back to the beginning. You'll be shocked at what you hear.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Brandy, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's craziness.
You won't believe it.
Have a wonderful night, guys.
Bye.
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 We remember you. We remember you. Ooh. We're still here for you. We'll shine a light for you. We're holding on to hope for you. We remember you. We remember you. Ooh. We're still here for you. We'll shine our light for you. We're holding on to hope for you. Will you remember